Have you watched somebody die? I have. I watched my father dying for 12 months when I was 10 years old. He'd come back from the war in Spain, you see. And certain God-fearing gentlemen had made such a mess of him that he didn't have long left to live. Everyone knew about it. Even I knew about it, but you see, I was the only one who cared. His family was so embarrassed about the whole business. Embarrassed and irritated. As for my mother, all she could think about was the fact that she had allied herself with a man who seemed to be on the wrong side in all things. She was all for being associated with the minorities, provided that they were the smart one and the fashionable ones. They all waited for him to die. The family would send in a check every month so that he would get on with it quietly without too much vulgar fuss. My mother looked after him without complaining, and that was about all. Perhaps she pitied him. I suppose she was capable of that. But I was the only one who cared. I remember every time I would sit on the edge of his bed to listen to him talking or reading to me, I had to fight back my tears. At the end of 12 months, I was a veteran. All that feverish failure of a man had to listen to him was a frightened little boy. I spent hour upon hour in that tiny little bedroom. He would talk to me for hours, pouring out everything that was left of his life to one lonely, bewildered little boy who barely understood half of what he said. All I could understand was the despair and the bitterness, the sweet, sickly smell of a dying old man. I learned at an early age what it was to be angry. Angry and helpless. I knew more about love, betrayal, and death when I was 10 years old than you'll probably ever know all your life.